Hello, this is Ryan, also Carrera on HKPro forums. This is the LEM installation video I've been promising. So this is my 45 compact. I have put the V1 trigger group back in just so I can do this video and to go through the installation process once more. So please look on the HKPro forums. I'll also put a link on this video to the PDF that shows the exploded view. This is out of the manual, plus I put the LEM components here, and I also have step-by-step installation instructions. Let's start with what comes in the LEM kit. They have a LEM kit specifically for the 45C, and then they also have one that's a universal. The universal one is probably $20+ less than the 45 compact, and it comes with more components. So go figure. Just get the universal one. It has everything you need plus. And so we're going to go through what's actually in the LEM kit as you get it. Now, since I've already installed it, everything is, or not everything is in the package, sorry. So these are the components that come in the LEM kit. You have 2 hammer springs. We're going to use neither of these because we're going to do a light LEM trigger setup. So 2 hammer springs set off to the side, 2 trigger rebound springs. Once again, we're not using those, we're doing light LEM. Use what comes in the 45 compact, set those aside. So these are the parts that we are going to use out of the kit. The hammer, the cocking piece. I'm sorry, this is not in great focus. The cocking piece goes inside the hammer. We'll show you more detail on that later. The cocking piece spring, the new sear complete, and the hammer axle. Now, when you hear the term sear complete and you look on the exploded view, all that means is this is the sear. When the roll pin is pressed in it, it's now complete. So nothing fancy there. Okay, I'm going to set these parts aside. Now this is what I use to install the LEM. I have this is an Allen wrench, but it's actually 2.5 millimeter punch per se. Small pair of hemostats, a dental pick, a small dab of grease, and I use just a kid's toothbrush. I'm just looking for kind of a blunt, rounded off end. I'll show you what that's for later. Okay, let's start. We have the gun. First of all, always make sure to clear the firearm. There's no magazine in this. We're clear, nothing in the chamber. Okay, now we remove the slide. I'm just removing the slide release components now. If you want to remove this one, you just rotate it up about 45 degrees. Comes right off. Remove the slide and put the slide in a safe place. Now, after we remove the slide, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to remove the back strap. There's a small roll pin, they call it a clamping pin. You just push out, just grab your 2.5 millimeter punch. You don't need to use a hammer or anything. Easy pressure, pops right out. Set aside. I have a little kind of, from my RC car and RC helicopter days, I have a machined aluminum trays I have just off to the side that I kind of keep my parts in. So don't want to clutter up what we have here though. Okay, so remove the pin, slide down, pop out the back strap. Now, this is your hammer spring. This hammer spring is under a tremendous amount of compression. So to remove the hammer spring, sorry for the autofocus there, you push out this pin. But if you push out the pin, this lockout device is going to launch across the room. So what I do is I push your punch all the way through, still securing the lockout device. Aim it toward your workbench, your table, a towel, whatever you want to capture this, because it will go firing off. So I'm just going to put my finger over it, push down, I should say push across. Now I've secured the lockout device, and I'm going to put it back on the workbench, and when I pull it out, you'll hear it. There you go. And that's the piece that you did not want to launch across. That's the lockout device. Set it aside. The hammer spring, set it aside. We're going to use that again because it goes on the LEM. And the hammer strut, which is this piece here, will end up falling out. Just make sure when it does, when we start taking all these components out, that you retain the hammer strut as well.